Nation's headquarters, where I'm joined by I24NEWS correspondent and anchor Tal Heinrich. Tal, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. I want to ask about the realistic expectations of what will take place in about an hour and a half from now. What is Israel hoping to achieve with this discussion on Hezbollah?
Good morning, Jeff. The Security Council will convene in about an hour and a half from now at the request of Israel in the United States. And we know that Israeli Ambassador Danny Danon, he likes to bring to such discussions about threats to Israel some tangible evidence to show the Security Council and demonstrate the threat that Hezbollah poses to Israel and Israel's north. And we know that he's expected to reveal some new information about these tunnels, the 4 tunnels that have been discovered so far by the Israeli military. We know that 2 of them are in violation of a previous UN Security Council resolution 1701, the one that was adopted after the 2006 Second Lebanon War between Israel and Hezbollah. And Danny Danon is expected to emphasize what the Israeli military has been saying all along, that it's not something new that these tunnels are just up there, and that it's a part of a bigger, larger scale operation that Hezbollah has been working on for a while now in order to attack Israel inside its own territory. And that has been going on under the noses of UNIFIL, the UN force tasked with keeping the force in southern Lebanon, and also under the nose of the Lebanese government. We know that Danny Danon is expected to highlight that there is some sort of coordination between the Lebanese army and Hezbollah, and this is expected to be the big revelation of today.
All right,
Jeff.
And Danny Danon will be there presenting evidence, making sure the world understands what Hezbollah is doing. As you mentioned, Tal, you know, the UN is now confirming that the Hezbollah activity violates Resolution 1701. They're violating the resolution that brought an end to the Second Lebanon War. Why is that significant? If Hezbollah is violating that UN resolution, why does that matter?
First, it will be significant because everything that is discussed in the UN Security Council, which is the higher importance body of the United Nations, is very significant, unlike sometimes resolutions or things said in the UN General Assembly. But it is very important because 2 of these tunnels are crossing the blue line, which is the line that was drawn back in the year 2000 after the Israeli military withdrew from southern Lebanon. And only a few days ago, for example, an ex-minister in Lebanon told an Arabic language newspaper based in London that these tunnels are not at all a violation of Resolution 1701 because they go under the ground, which means there are not weapons that are existing on the ground, and therefore they're not in violation of the resolution. So if the United Nations and UNIFIL will say it once again today, it has high importance, Jeff.
All right, and the meeting will begin in less than an hour and a half. Tal Heinrich on the ground live outside the UN covering for us. Thank you, Tal. Good to see you on Daily Dose.